Hold on, you got to start the camera. Okay. Hold on, I got one for you.
Did you get jacked?
Oh shit, we added some additions. I didn't even check this out.
We
Mic check.
are live, gentlemen.
Mic check.
Oh shit, we're live.
We're live.
Okay.
We back.
What does it do?
What's happening?
Welcome to episode 4 of the Gentlemen's Club podcast.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Glad
Episode
to be here.
Got a haircut.
Yeah, I was about to say, you don't recognize this guy next to me, you know what I mean?
Got a little haircut, man.
Word. Man, how y'all feeling?
I'm feeling wonderful, bro.
Yeah?
I'm feeling
Everybody's high energy today for whatever reason. I
like that.
Yeah, I support
I
that.
love when we high energy.
It might be a good
altogether.
pod.
we did take a shot of espresso before we started recording.
You know
Is
what?
that it?
And it's kicking in.
All right, for sure. With a
I think
shot of
that's
Crown
what it is.
Peach, though, in between that. So.
Yeah, that peach was good, man.
Yeah, espresso and then a shot.
Is this in camera shot right here? Can you see that?
No,
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Fuck it.
Bug it.
Gentlemen, how was your weekend? Do we have any exciting news?
I
feel like you had a very adventurous weekend.
Yeah.
Let's start with your weekend, bro.
All right, it was
'Cause
cool.
I saw you. You were doing some things out here.
Yeah, I was active, man. I crossed state lines, slid out to Ohio, man, to support my pops. He's out there drag racing and whatnot, man.
Yeah.
Got to see some family that I haven't seen for a little bit, since everything happened.
Yeah.
It was cool, man.
Love.
Yeah, so a 4-day weekend. I wasn't mad at it, man. It was beautiful. So that's about it. That's it.
Did we win any races? Did we get some?
Yeah, well,
You get a dub?
Well, so
At
here's the
least
thing.
one?
It was elimination style with the rounds. I think he raced. So Saturday he raced. He made it past the first round. He killed that actually, and second round he didn't make it through. But he got some good points that he needed to continue the other races and be in a good position for the upcoming races. So it was cool, man.
hey, shout out to Pops, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's amazing. What about you, sir? What'd you do? Kept it low key?
I kept it very low key.
You wasn't in the streets?
I wasn't in the streets this weekend.
Okay, I respect
kinda
that.
took a break from the streets
I respect that.
because the streets is getting kind of crazy out here, man.
Getting
The streets is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like the streets is wild right now.
It's been like that.
The block is hot. I'm just out here just trying to stay low key and maintain my focus.
Fair enough. You was at home being a father, Zachary?
I was visiting with my in-laws, so basically,
Okay. Not bad.
in-laws,
Now,
man.
do you get along with your in-laws?
absolutely.
Okay.
Ooh,
That's fair.
you kind of loud, bro.
Fam, I have my volume turned all the way down.
That was me.
Yep. All right. Yeah, I get along with my in-laws great.
Cool.
I love them. They love me.
Right.
My family gets along with my girl. So
That's beautiful.
yeah.
That's a plus. Have you guys ever had any instances where the family did not like the chick that you were dealing with?
I found out after the fact.
Oh, you talking about like after y'all break up and then they decide to divulge all the feelings that they had towards that?
Yeah.
I can't lie, that's disheartening. Like,
I'm like, yo, you could have saved me like 2 years, but
facts. Like my pops is
No, you could have saved me like 20 grand.
yeah, exact
Damn.
situation. You could have
I
saved
just
me the
got that.
bag.
I just got that. But my pops he's really big as being that person for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Is-
he only.
Need that real time feedback.
Yeah, he will, but I don't know. It's hard to describe. We've had scenarios where initially he'd be like, "Yeah, I could see her being a part of the family," and then it's just like you feel betrayed once you see how the end result comes out.
Yeah.
And he's just like, well, it is what he just tries to be positive for me, man. And anything that I love, he loves it too. But if he sees something that's off, he'd be like, that don't sound right.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, okay, I'll check it out.
It's important for close key members in your life to really step up and say something, because you get a lot of people like talking behind your back. Is like, oh, is he really doing that? Or is she really doing that? And not
bringing it
actually-
to your
bringing it to
attention.
your
Yeah,
attention.
that's
Yeah.
to be honest with you, that would save a lot of people a bunch of heartache and problems and whatnot. But all right, let's switch the roles real quick. How do you feel like that applies differently for women?
I feel like women
and their friends are a lot more willing to tell them that.
I think women need
ain't
that.
Shit.
Yeah, I think women need that where they bring their significant other, the person that they're considering dating.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I've seen the conversations where, girl, you know he ain't shit. Why you still fucking with that motherfucker?
Okay, but so how does that said person respond? What do you guys see the most? Do you guys see a proper response? Do they take a step back and just try to assess the situation and see what they might be missing?
Never.
It's always defensive mode. It's always defense.
That's really all I wanted, because it's
I mean, do you?
Wait. Before we really dive in, because
Right.
I really meant to like do this on the front.
Okay.
Shout out to everybody that's paying attention to this podcast, that's listening to it, that's viewing it.
Thank you.
Our therapy clip really got a lot of attention. Really started some conversations. Maybe not on social media, but definitely in my text inbox.
Right.
From my understanding, and your guys's as well.
Right.
Absolutely.
So we appreciate you
love.
guys supporting us and having these conversations with us. It means a lot to us.
Thank you.
Facts.
Please subscribe to the YouTube page.
Subscribe, like,
Gentlemen's
and share.
Club. We will be posting videos regularly.
Yes.
Clips of the pod if you want to get a close up of the vibes and see Josh put his hands on Ashton's shoulder.
My guy.
just stuff like that. We're having a lot of fun with this, so
Yes.
just come join the club.
Facts.
Absolutely. So are we diving in deeper, or do we want to stay high level and talk about Kanye?
All my topics are depressing.
I kind of want to touch on Ye.
All right.
We can talk about it.
Well, okay, so y'all give me what you guys have gathered, because
Oh, man.
I can't lie. Ever since, I think it was last year, when him and Drake had their issue and everybody was talking about Ye, I kind of like muted anything that had to do with Ye off my timeline. But I know that I saw some clips, and I know that.
Wait, you picked a side?
Huh?
You picked a side?
He chose Drake.
No, it wasn't that. I just didn't
Drake
want
over
to.
Ye?
I didn't want to hear about it. Like he keeps popping back up, and I realized that he might be going through some things and having issues. But
I feel like Kanye is a lot smarter than we perceive him to be.
I don't think he's no dummy, man.
I do think that he is a genius.
He plays that mental thing into a way of marketing almost. And it's so fucked up.
I don't think he's playing. I think he's really fucked up in the head.
Yeah. Well, Kim want to divorce him.
That's what.
So
Yeah.
he went on, he had a rally, and there's a video of him basically saying that Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves.
That's wild.
She led them to more white people for them to work for.
That's wild.
Yep.
Which, technically,
he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
but the way he made it sound, is
sound
way
crazy.
worse than the actual situation was.
His approach was
Harriet Tubman led them to be free people where they could work for pay, where they could get married, where they could start a family on their terms. Mm-hmm. If they weren't happy with the working situation that they were in, they had the ability to go and find another job.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not what slavery is.
Exactly. The point that from what I saw, that it's like, bro, we came from nothing. And if you look at the structure of how our country is set up, you don't have to work for somebody, at least not now. But what happened?
Nothing.
Oh.
Keep going.
You got to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like anybody not everybody has the entrepreneur mindset, but you had to start somewhere. You had to work for somebody or do something in order to. It's just like we're kind of like missing that point in it. Like, bro, we used to get beat, and we didn't have anything for ourselves. Now we have an opportunity to earn that. You had to start somewhere.
Right.
How? I just don't know how that part gets missing. But I think his mind moves at a million miles an hour, and you're not thinking about all those small points. But when you make such a big statement like that can be offensive to our people, like
if you're gonna make statements like that, you got to be thought out. You have to have the statement thought out, and the problem is he shoots from the hip so often.
Yeah.
That like when he goes back and really like listens to himself, you can
like,
see it. Like when he does interviews, there's long pauses
where he's gathering his thoughts.
Yeah, his brain's trying to catch up, or his brain is processing.
His brain is processing all the information all at once, and he just spews out an answer.
Yeah.
And he very well may have known all the things that I just said.
Right.
But
that's not how his brain's
you
working.
walked over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how do you feel about his prior statement before this statement that slavery was a choice?
It's the same. It kind of goes into the same thing where I feel like if he had the ability to actually
articulate
sit down, right.
Yeah.
He might have been able to make some kind of a point, though slavery as a choice is a wild thing to justify.
It's a wild statement. Without nothing behind it. Without any explanation.
But it's a lot, man.
It is. So do you think that Kim is okay by saying that she wants the divorce?
She's
yeah. Did we see that coming at a certain point in their relationship?
Kanye's been wilding for a while.
Yeah, we don't know nothing that happens behind the scenes as far as they're concerned and whatnot, man.
Like, we only have to deal with Kanye when he wants to sell something. She has to deal with Kanye every day.
All the time. You're right.
Imagine that burden.
Okay, but how do y'all feel about that? Because that's been a pattern for a minute, and I know that everybody has talked about that at some point. But to be real with you, that's what got me off Ye. Like, I know people like his music. Kanye West is the reason I started rapping.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. He's the furthest thing from my mind when it comes to music nowadays. Like,
he definitely doesn't set the standard.
Yeah, I don't look for Kanye music like that.
Me neither.
I don't. If I hear something that's a bop, I might listen to it, but I'm not actively like, oh shit, his shit drops Friday. Which it's worth pointing out. Supposedly he's dropping some shit on Friday.
Supposedly,
yeah.
That means Drake is around the way.
Drake is no longer focusing on Kanye West.
And since we're talking about Drake,
are we gonna talk about it?
We're gonna talk about him accent shopping.
Hey, we found out what he bought. Hey, we found out what he bought.
Yeah, we found out what he bought. So we did find out in the last week where he went.
If we could play music without getting tagged on YouTube, I would do it.
Oh man,
that would be funny.
Oh man, I don't even want to make fun of my man, but he said he's trying.
But here's my only thing is I think I used to hate it, and a lot of people would clown him for it. But you got to think about it when you're one of the biggest artists.
You're global.
That's what, and you're just trying to make sure that you're global, absolutely everywhere.
Yo, the Middle Eastern dudes been going crazy over that joint.
I've been seeing videos, man. Like I want that to. Yeah, that's a really big point. When you're that big, you'd almost be stupid not to go after.
If you're capable of it, why not?
Yeah, true.
Do we think he pulled it off?
I think
I don't think that's for us to decide.
I think he hasn't pulled off any accent 1,000%, but because of his popularity,
it can get there.
People rock with it.
Yeah.
They just like, all right.
Here's the thing.
Drake did it.
He gets accepted in these communities, so who are we to say that he didn't pull it off?
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
So,
like that whole British flow, they love him over there.
He blew their scene up, though.
Right.
Yeah, he brought light to it.
So is he going to blow up
the Middle Eastern,
the Arabic rappers,
the Arabic rap? Hey, I would like to see it because they be spitting.
I can't lie. I be hearing some stuff you can't understand nothing that they saying, but them joints
be going.
Hey, but it's like, hey, it sound fire.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. Yeah,
I give them that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah.
Anything else music related that stood out to y'all over the weekend or in the past week or so?
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Nah, do it. Because I want to know.
Keep moving.
Janae Aiko.
Oh yeah, she did the. I didn't listen.
Wait. All right. Because we're talking about Janae Aiko, I did remember the other topic that I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
Big Sean.
What about him? You gonna have to clue me in because we.
That's all right.
Yeah. What?
Big Sean has a song that is probably his biggest hit.
Okay.
Ever.
Oh yes, Big Sean.
Hold on.
You know the song.
Yep.
You know the song.
Do I?
He wrote a song about somebody.
Oh, yo, yeah. Wait. Oh, okay. About
It's his smash hit.
yeah, how they was killing him about it.
I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
So, all right, we got to go with this with
I'm gonna let Zach
some
explain
class.
it.
Okay.
Naya Rivera, who
Yes.
body
in
was
peace.
found. Rest in peace to her.
Rest in peace.
She was out on a boat trip with her son, and they found her son on the boat by himself asleep, and
Right.
she was nowhere to be found.
Right.
They later found her body. I don't know how much later.
Right.
But she drowned in a lake, basically.
Right.
Big Sean had a long, heartfelt post on Instagram. You know, his condolences to her and her family and her son,
Right.
etc. And he immediately was getting killed. Basically talking about he should take down I Don't Fuck With You, because anybody that was paying attention to the timeline,
They know that
that song is 100% about her.
Yeah, and I know that, and I know that they had, some history, and
They had a rough breakup.
yeah. Okay, how do y'all feel about that? Because how long ago did that song come out?
That song came out in 2011, maybe.
I don't think it's that old.
I think it's that old.
Hold on.
I think that song's almost 10 years old.
That is,
If it's not 11, then it's like 14.
I want to say 14.
But even still, your biggest hit was written. It wasn't.
I don't feel I can't.
I don't think that you should.
2015.
I don't think you should remove my hit because of somebody passing away.
Yeah, it's like, fam.
My biggest hit.
My biggest hit. I Don't Fuck With You. I don't think that you should remove my number one.
I don't.
I can't even perform that in concert. Like, everybody, when that song come on, a lot of people didn't even know. A lot of fans didn't even know who that song was about.
I don't like the fact that every time something happens, everybody's trying to quote unquote cancel somebody from a past thing. Like, if you even pay attention to Big Sean from where he used to be to where he is now, fam, he been with Janae Aiko.
Completely different mental state.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
sure.
You know her vagina is magical. It's like sage
What's
in
that song?
vagina
What's
form, man. He's been cleansed, bro.
So this is how I legitimately feel about this.
Yeah, Pussy Fairy. Yeah, fam, come on, man. We know what that's about.
I don't like. Never mind.
All
I feel like to ask him to take his biggest revenue creating song all time down is a stretch.
It's tough.
But to never perform it again is not.
I would agree with you.
It's to the point now where it's like,
I
fam,
think-
you don't even feel that way anymore.
That's what I'm about to say. I think he would want to do that naturally, just off that. Like, y'all can't be trying to. Yeah, I already said my piece on that.
Drake,
It's wild.
when Drake was done beefing with Meek Mill, he said, "I will never perform back to back ever again."
That's what I'm saying.
But
That's what
back
class.
to back wasn't like I'm trying to think of a.
Motherfucker, they made a meme. They made a whole day.
Look,
on
back
social
to back
media.
ain't started from the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
I can't. Yes, it is, bro. You're.
Back to back
Yeah,
is better
yeah.
than
I
started
get,
from
I
the
get you, but bro, that he took, fam. He was. I'm pretty sure he was nominated for a Grammy off of that.
I think he was.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
back to back?
Yes.
Oh, fam.
I think he was.
It was mad disrespectful.
Yeah, but my only thing is, yeah, I don't think it's a stretch to ask him not to do that, but I think he's gonna do that anyway. I
think he's a class act. Yes.
yeah, it's crazy how people are trying to cancel people from past things or past things that they said. Like fam, we all human, bro.
Yeah.
Like we all say and do things that, and it's like, and if we start digging into the people that are trying to make these claims and whatnot, that I'm sure people wouldn't feel comfortable with people trying to cancel them off of something that they used to say.
That they used
Like
to say.
like the way we used to talk.
Whew, like looking back at your Facebook memories type shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like we used to say a lot of things
It's
that
cringeworthy.
were disrespectful to the LGBTQ community, and
There's people I know that still say disrespectful shit about.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's like I correct them, but it's like, oh damn, you yes, nigga, I'm on that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we grow.
grow.
So I thought that's one thing I didn't like seeing, man. I've been seeing a lot of wild stuff on the internet, but people want to have their outrage about certain things. I'm tired of it, to be real with you.
Yeah.
That shit. Oh,
The fake outrage, yeah.
Right.
There's legitimate things to be outraged about.
right. Nah, that ain't it, man. What the celebrities is doing and what they used to do, that shit ain't it.
I think as a fandom, we can look at the growth that Big Sean has had,
Right.
and we can expect him to do the right thing. And
1000%.
if he doesn't, then we can have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. I agree.
But I fully believe that you will never hear him perform that song again out of respect.
Right. That's fair. That's fair. Anything else in music? I did not listen to Janae because I listened when she first released that project. I listened to it as thoroughly as possible just because I just wanted to hear where she been at since we hadn't heard from her for a minute. But I ain't get at a spin yet.
The deluxe is way different from the original, and I'll say that the deluxe brings you back to like her sellout kind of like albums.
Okay.
Old Janae.
Old
Okay.
Janae.
That's what I was. I
So
can't
you
lie
get
to you.
that.
That's what I was
What you
looking.
missed.
Yeah, I was looking for. I was looking for that.
I don't
so-
want to hear about Pussy Fairy.
Really?
I mean, it's dope, but like, your girl come.
Like I
I
said,
strongly disagree with you. So
I
I'm trying
want-
to hear all.
I
of it.
want to
It is about.
I want to hear Janae tell us how big of a piece of shit Big Sean was.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear her cuss somebody out.
That's
That's the
I get what
Janae I
like-
want to hear her Janae.
That's
toxic Janae.
I wanna hear the
so
real toxic
fire.
Janae.
It is 1000%. I
Like,
agree.
ain't heard
I
that in a while.
cruise to that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like
fair.
I'm probably gonna cruise to that tonight.
Oh, what you call it? Did y'all listen to Omega?
I have.
Absolutely have.
I absolutely have. I'm actually featured on one of the songs.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Forgive me if
very
I.
light, like she Chris Brown me.
Ah, damn! You just seen
Hey,
it keep ending up in that
that keeps
situation.
happening to you.
Hey, but listen.
Background vocal ass
I'm a
nigga.
background vocal. A lot of people get on from the background vocals, though,
You're right.
man.
I'm sure.
I'm a ghostwriter.
I'm sure people feel differently once they finally get to hear something from you personally.
I'm a ghostwriter. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, we're not gonna knock you on that.
July 31st.
Yeah, July 31st.
Okay.
That's lit.
All right,
Gotta get
let's
that, you know.
get back. Let's get back to Omega because I don't want to step over this.
Yeah,
Right.
shout out to Martise. She did her damn thing.
For sure, for sure.
I loved her EP. She gives you a little bit of everything. So she has like her first song. It's a song that I'm featured on, so I'm gonna drop that in there.
Of course, of course.
It's
Free
more
promo.
like a upbeat bop. You know,
Hey,
it's
we
a
ain't
happy.
gonna get hit with no copyrights for this shit.
No, we ain't getting hit for no copyright.
Because I'll text her like, "Yo, you bugging."
Absolutely. And then the rest of it kind of gives you like a Janae Aiko, like real
It's got a
soulful.
She's
does-
a very soulful song.
Ooh.
it does, but it's also it was kind of, it had an abstract feel to me. Like she
Yeah.
could have went. It's like you don't really know where she's gonna go with it, but everything is still smooth and flowing. That was something interesting that I noticed about
very
it. So
concise project.
yeah, I enjoyed it, man.
I
It
liked
was
it.
good. So
Yeah.
shout out to Martise, man. Congratulations
Yes.
on releasing
Shout out
that.
to
Absolutely,
Omega.
congratulations.
You're getting a lot of love.
Congratulations
I'm actually seeing it everywhere, and it's not even just from her.
Yeah.
You know, promo and anything like that. I'm seeing a lot of people
to her.
respond to it.
She's
so.
dropping the merch soon, and when she does, I'm gonna plug it.
Yeah, I
For sure.
want one of them pink hoodies. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
I
gonna rock it.
told her I want the tie-dye joint.
Yeah, I want the pink joint.
That's kind of hard. I fuck with
kinda
that.
hard.
Yeah, for sure.
With some
Congrats
white
to her,
pants.
man. Word. I can't think of anything
Pink
else
shoes.
musically that
Don't
dropped
judge
though. Outside of that,
Nicki Minaj is pregnant.
oh god,
That's music related.
It's music related.
you right. But
I honestly don't care.
yo, somebody was like, can her husband be around the baby? It's like,
Oh,
Ooh.
fuck. Let me redirect this.
Ooh.
Congratulations, Nikki.
Congratulations, Nikki.
Congratulations, Nikki.
Don't off us. Don't cancel us.
nah, man. That's,
Yo, you get that Nikki cuss out. It's different.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's rough.
Yo, you
That's
know,
like attacking
you know,
a
it's,
beehive.
it only take one bar of listening to this podcast for it to be over for us.
Man. Oh, I
Nah,
mean,
my bad.
Sometimes it be that one comment that gets you popping. So.
My bad.
Shit,
My bad.
I don't want to go against
Edit.
the bar.
We should
bars.
edit that out or something.
We good. We
No,
gonna
we're
let
not.
that
No,
stay.
we leaving it.
Um,
Look. The day it's time to edit some shit out, I'll let you know.
That's fair. That's fair.
But
else
definitely,
do we have?
congratulations to her. She looks like she's well on her way, close to. I don't want to speculate, but she's late in her second trimester, early third trimester, from what it looks like to me.
Right, I was about to
Yeah.
say, I'm sure you got an eye for that.
Hey man,
I hear you.
there's pregnancy all around me nowadays.
Hey, chill. No pregnancy all around you.
There is.
No.
You ain't got one yet, but it's coming.
Don't say yet.
One day.
Oh man.
One day.
In the future.
I didn't say when, just one day. Y'all look. Me and Ashton got children.
Yes, you guys do.
It's your turn.
I know I'm sitting in a room full of dads.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
I'm a father in a different way.
They call you daddy?
Zaddy. Oh, man, we having a day today.
How y'all feel about that?
Being called Zaddy?
Yeah.
Daddy?
Do they still say Zaddy? I know that was popular at one point. They still do that?
It depends.
Okay.
Zaddy is out in public. That's not used in the bedroom.
I don't.
It's not used out here in Chicagoland area. I feel like that's a LA thing.
Okay. But
West Coast
how do you feel about girls calling you daddy? Like, does that like get you there?
You talking about like in the bedroom?
Just period. You don't know how you feel about it?
I don't know how I feel about it, bro. Like, I'm really like, do you have a father, first of all?
That's super important. That's extremely
Or
important.
am I a father?
I can't lie.
I really dissect that a
Yeah,
lot.
but you could. Yeah, I don't even want to say that.
Poppy is the one for me. Poppy, you call me that.
You gotta do it right, and it has to be said by a Latin or a Hispanic woman.
Or she just gotta know how to say it. She know how to say it.
True.
Your wife said this, so I don't care what you're saying.
Yo, don't say what my wife said.
She don't lie. She said Poppy. She don't lie. She said Poppy. Is the word.
You gotta say it right though, because you can tell when a chick's forcing it.
Yeah, that's like when you say mommy. You can't just be like, "What's up, mommy?" No, it's mommy.
I call them mama sometimes.
What's up, mamas?
Yeah, they like
What's
that.
up, baby?
That could work out. That works out.
It depends on the vibe, though.
Yeah. All right, I was just curious. Just curious.
Great question.
All right, man.
How do you feel about it?
Me? It really, like you said, it depends on how it's being said, who it's being said by. All of that stuff's important, but it could work if you saying it just off the pure feeling because that's how you feel.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, she in a moment with it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it, and that's just like
Heat of the moment.
yeah, like when you ask him to do something, like yes, daddy.
Ooh.
I'd be like, all right.
I'm like, yo,
I ain't mad at it.
chill.
I ain't mad at it.
Yo,
it works
chill.
out.
That's how people get pregnant.
Yo, exactly. Yo,
Yeah,
what you
absolutely
trying
right.
to do? What you saying?
That's fair. That's fair.
So two things real quick.
Okay.
One,
This with it.
I don't like that my girl is in the Insta Live laughing at me. I don't like this shit
it's
at
okay.
all. Two, we damn near at 30 minutes already.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
So goodbye Instagram Live.
That was a breeze. Appreciate y'all logging on Instagram Live, man. Come on, tune
bye.
into the podcast, the full podcast video this week. It will be coming out to you guys to watch. But we appreciate you guys for following, subscribing, and liking our YouTube channel at the Gentleman's Club Pod. Thank you.
And follow the Instagram account, please.
And follow the Instagram
Because
account,
that's the best source of finding out what we're doing.
because that's
Facts.
where all the dirty laundry is.
Because sometimes I can't get these guys to post in a timely fashion.
I'm sorry.
I do the best I can when I
At me
can.
next time.
Hey, we have lives. I understand. I understand.
At me next time.
When I have an assistant, talk about a goddamn makeup artist. Fuck you.
I need a makeup artist, man.
That's wild.
Any
man.
ladies know how to do makeup? I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm completely.
Do
kidding.
not. No.
I'm completely kidding. We don't need all that. That's ridiculous.
How much longer we got?
We have 90 seconds left.
90
so
seconds.
I do have another
Commercial.
topic that I want to lead into.
Set it up for after our break.
I definitely will set it up for after our break. Maybe we should talk. Yeah, there's definitely some things that we should probably talk about off air. But I do want to get the audience's feedback as far as certain things that we're gonna do to test out on this podcast, and I just want to see where everybody's head is. So
Okay.
I'm using this 60-second window that I have to kind of say your guys' feedback is just as important as you viewing and listening to this podcast. So
Yes.
we do enjoy the suggestions, we do enjoy the criticism, harsh as it may be.
No, give me all that shit.
Things for the future, like this podcast is in its very, very, very infancy age. So let us know what you want us to do.
Yeah. Give us a direction if you're not feeling it
Within
one
reason.
way.
Within reason.
Within reason.
We are, within reason, we're willing to try shit and grow. So with that being said, we have to take a quick break. This is the Gentleman's Club.
Okay, bye. Yeah, so that works, man.
Let me know when we live.
Right.
Nigga, when I press that button, we live.
It's Liddy.
We are back.
Okay.
I want to do a quick shout out to my homegirl, Gisela. She has created a brand called Self-Aware Being. It is a clothing brand out of Houston, Texas. I'm rocking one of her shirts right now. Big shout out to the stuff that she posts. It's all positive. And it's just about, becoming more self-aware of yourself, of the people around you, and pushing more positivity to others.
That's what's up.
So I had to plug her. I appreciate all the clothes that you sent me. I just got it and I love it.
Yo, I can't
We'll do
lie.
a photo shoot later.
Yeah, I was checking out. I was checking out some of those joints. They look good though.
You got an IG handle?
So her clothing handle is Slef. So it's SLELF period aware AWARE period being BEING. Her Instagram handle is Gisela _Mago. I think I messed that up, but it's GISELA _AMAGO. Give her a follow.
Shout out to Gisela, man.
That's beautiful. I think me and Josh we talked about it, but Ash, I didn't talk to you about it.
Okay.
Kind of picking a small business of some kind to promote each episode.
Okay.
And just show love, man.
That's dope. I like that.
These are troubling times for small businesses, and
Facts.
and if we work together, man, we can make a difference.
Absolutely.
So
So we had an interesting topic.
no, we don't.
Yo, come on, man. I swear I'm not gonna fuck it up.
Let's go.
I ain't gonna fuck it up.
Okay, all right.
Read the post, man. Read the post.
So I guess let's start a conversation on women's mental health.
Okay.
And not necessarily in a full-blown way, the way that we did men's mental health, and I don't want to say full-blown like we're just going to dabble in it and get out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
But let's talk about how easily we accept women's pains as collateral damage in men's self-discovery.
Yeah.
So breaking that down, it's like, all right, so as men, we all say that, we have to go through different relationships to grow.
Right.
What we don't talk about is, especially on the earlier ends of those relationships,
The
that
damage-
cause us to grow.
the damage
what
that
is
we leave in the wake.
Yeah, what's the
Yeah.
fuck up that we leave behind?
Yeah.
And I don't mean fuck up as it's the woman that we leave behind, but the situation that we leave them in emotionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir. Feel free. Did you have a lead? No. I can do it. I can do it. I know my response beforehand off mic sounded
Crazy.
yeah, it sounded wild and whatnot, but I wasn't necessarily meaning it in a negative way. I got bad history. If I'm just keeping the accountability on me.
I think
When you're telling a woman a certain thing that you feel or whatever the case may be, and you're not thinking about how that's gonna make her feel in turn, and then something changes with you, and then you're leaving her thinking that something was going to go a certain way and it doesn't.
something was going to come of that situation, that relationship.
and that leaves them with a lot of trust issues.
Yeah. It's a break of trust.
Yeah, and then you, especially if you're doing the back and forth thing, you cut it off.
Thinking that men ain't shit.
Back and
Oh,
forth.
1000%. 1000%.
Dibble and dabble.
Like we can't pretend like a lot of women's perceptions on men doesn't come from somewhere.
No,
Like,
that shit come from us all
something.
day.
It comes from a lot of men in growth positions where men are too selfish.
It's not always growth.
Well, there are some men that are not trying to grow. They're just stuck in this pattern of
Yeah, some fuckboy shit.
toxic relationships.
Sure.
And they refuse to look internally at themselves and the damage that they're doing to women. Instead, they kind of like blame the circumstances.
Okay, so I got an interesting point. Okay, so let's say that the guy is aware, right?
He knows what he's doing.
But not necessarily in a bad way. But let's say that he's just like, okay, hey, you know what? This is getting toxic.
Yeah.
This is turning bad. How should the guy go about that from that point?
The only way where I feel like you save that woman in that situation is to leave her alone.
Okay.
I think that if you tell her, you express like, hey, I'm not ready for a relationship, women have this mothering nature at heart and in their soul, where they feel like they can help you get to that point.
Right.
As men, we may never get to that point with you, and it might also mean that we don't want to get to that point. Oh, I'm saying the same thing, but we don't want to get to that point with you. Maybe we had somebody else in mind potentially as a partner, and you've just been kind of like that crutch almost.
Yeah, and I feel
the warm up.
Yeah,
you're
and I feel like I definitely feel like that's shitty behavior because
It's horrible.
Yeah, because
it's not fair.
Yeah, not at all, not at all.
I'm so glad this didn't go the other way.
It's not fair. It's not fair. I'm not even gonna sit here and say that it is.
But to be real with you, even though it seemed like it was gonna go the other way, I still had that major point because a point I want to get to is what if after you've gotten involved with somebody and your feelings or your position changes, right?
You need
Towards them.
You need to immediately communicate that.
Okay.
And it's a tough, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's like, oh yeah, by the way, I don't have feelings for you anymore. No, it's a tough conversation, but you're doing that other person a disjustice the longer that you know that you feel that way and you continue to dangle emotions.
Right.
Because these are real life emotions. These are like people's real lives that you're dealing with. And the further down the rabbit hole that you go with somebody,
right,
emotionally, physically, etc.,
right,
yeah,
the tougher it is for them to get over the fact.
Understood that. So it's definitely on the man to have some self-discipline in order to get out of that situation and
it is on whoever feels that way first.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So if the woman feels like, I'm really not feeling this, it's her responsibility to say, you know what, I'm not really feeling this. I think that we should like chill out, etc., etc.
Okay.
If the man is feeling that way, then it's his responsibility to do so. But the fact that if you feel that it's not going to work out and you continue down the rabbit hole of a situationship, then the negative effects that come on the back end, you can't be angry about.
No. Not at all. No.
That's the risk that you take.
But I got a different point of view. Is what if the man is aware of that and you're trying to convey that, but that person is refusing to let go?
There's two things. So some people say that they are trying to convey that and they're doing a really shitty job. So you have to make sure that you're like conveying it clearly to where it's like, yo, I just told you I don't want to be with you, and you're trying to come over for et cetera, et cetera. This isn't going to end well for you if you continue down this path. Yeah. If you have that kind of conversation,
right,
then you know what? After that, it becomes a little bit more of a dangerous attraction. Yeah. And where it's like, okay, look, you like this can't continue on because you're going to get yourself in a situation where you may end up hurting yourself beyond just emotions.
Yeah. But I've been there too. And what about just the woman or the man who says, "Well, I don't care. This is just what I truly want. I want this with you."
Or you can't force somebody into a relationship that doesn't want to be with you.
Facts.
Fair enough.
Either side.
Fair enough.
What if they just want to be your friend in that period, but you understand that there are deep emotions attached to?
I can speak on this perfectly.
Yeah.
When you tell somebody you don't want to be with them and they kind of try to finesse it into, well, can we be friends and like really good friends? And then they still try to sneak in the stuff that's past friends. And it's like, I made this clear to you.
Right.
If you still want to pursue this like other stuff.
Yeah.
Sure, but it's not gonna change my mind.
But are you assuming that they're taking that risk on themselves? Now are you responsible for
that's the point I'm really trying to get to.
To some degree you are, yes.
Okay.
To some degree
I would agree.
you are. Because like let's face it, when somebody, and this isn't just like when this works on both sides. When somebody says they don't want to be with you, like, yo, no, I'm cool with that. And I was like, all right, fam, we continue down this road. You're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
You're gonna get hurt.
You'll get hurt. Your feelings gonna get hurt.
Right. Interesting. But yeah, that's kind of I got my own history that I would love to delve in.
I apologize to all the women that I was growing through.
I apologize
Facts.
to all the women that I was growing through.
Some of them have gotten a formal apology to me. Some of them have not. The ones that have not, I apologize. I will not reach out to you. I'm sorry. I'm not in a space. Look, I'm being honest.
Yeah. I feel you.
I'm not in a space in my life where I can reach out to you, have that kind of conversation with you, but I am sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your success rate on with the ones that you have reached out to?
95%.
I'd agree. I'm in the same space.
I've actually only had one that like shot me down, and
They just hate you forever.
yep.
Have you ever had the ones like where it's like years and years and years, right? We talking about they've moved on clearly, but even just being cool with them, you don't even see this person, but just being cool with them, and then they say that they're cool with it, and it seems like everything's cool, and then they come back and hit you like, yo, I can't do this, I just can't. Like, it's like they never healed from it.
I get my apology and then I leave.
That's fair.
Well, in Zach's situation, he got to leave that shit alone.
Well, no, this is I'm talking about before,
Right.
Yeah.
Because I do understand that sometimes those feelings do linger.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's like, look, I'll say my piece. I'll apologize. I don't think a friendship is always all that realistic, especially what's going on in the other person's life. I mean, they may have a whole other successful relationship that you even coming in and apologizing may fuck up.
I feel like
It
that
might put 'em
happens.
back.
Yeah, I feel like that happens, and then they bug out, and you just like, yo,
So when you do that, you go in and say, hey, you know what? I've grown up. I've realized that I was a jackass to you.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is my apology.
Right.
I hope you're enjoying your life. I don't want anything. I just want to let you know that I finally realized what I did wrong.
Right.
And I'm sorry. Please.
I feel like that's a part of growth, but sometimes you trying to grow turns into like,
Another situation. Shit.
it's almost
yeah.
like they feel like you're trying to come in and fuck their shit up, and it's just like, yo, that wasn't the case. I'm just trying to grow.
You got to lead in. It was like, look, I see what's going on in your life. I truly, truly hope you're happy.
Right.
You got to be like those situations. You got to handle with kid gloves because it's really easy to get misconstrued as, oh, he's ready for me now.
Damn.
No.
And
I feel you.
they might feel like, maybe, oh, he's ready for me. And then, like, say you do dive into that situation and you realize, like, dang, you ain't all put together
And let's not get it twisted.
either.
This can happen in the reverse too.
Oh, it definally does.
It does
This
happen.
happens in the reverse.
It does
It
happen.
definitely does.
I know some situations.
It does happen.
It definitely does.
It does happen. Why do people want people that don't want them?
It's a psychological thing. It's a proof of value. You could go into deeper things as far as rejection in their childhoods,
Like daddy issues?
That can be one of them.
True.
Mommy issues?
It's a multitude of things that it could be, man.
Oh, I gotta keep going.
No, I'm done. Go.
Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. We're not ready to go there yet.
You sure?
Yeah, positive.
I think it's that chase. And I think, like, a lot of times people are so attracted to
What they can't have.
what they can't have. So it's like,
Y'all on this twinning vibe.
huh?
Y'all are on this twinning vibe. Finishing each other's sentences.
yeah. My bad.
Bro,
My
me
bad.
on mind sync over here.
Right.
But it's like people are attracted to what they can't have. So it's kind of like taboo. It's like, man, I really want that.
Have you guys had a lot of situations, or do you guys have a scenario where it was a woman that you really wanted that you couldn't have, and how you went through that?
Maybe when I was younger, I don't like that playing hard to get game.
Right.
Like I like that straight up, like, be real with me.
Tell me straight off
Tell me
that.
straight off the bat.
Right.
So
That's important.
We're not wasting any more time.
Exactly. Because as soon as you make it clear, like, hey, I'm not interested, I'm off you.
Oh yeah.
I'll let you be.
Straight out the bat. Oh, you're not interested? Cool. I'm not about to play the back and forth game. Like,
Right. Or even if you're
Maybe she
not,
wants me one
but
day.
if you're not into me, and I think this goes both ways, but even
Yeah.
if you're not into it, and you be like, well, I would only want this from you at this time.
Yeah.
And then giving that person the opportunity to make their mind up on, is this something that you want to do?
Yeah.
And if you go with that, I feel like that's signing the waiver. You know what I mean?
But it's not necessarily because in the back,
feelings are unpredictable. That's why.
It's feelings are unpredictable.
Right.
Well, actually, they're very predictable. In that when you say they're signing the waiver,
I give out mad contracts.
Little do you know, in their head, they're thinking, well, if I stick around long enough and I have the opportunity to show what I can bring to a potential relationship, maybe they'll change their mind.
You don't feel like that's a form of deception,
I'm
though?
gonna say this.
That's them decepting themselves. Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. Men very subtly, I don't think that's the right word. Men not frequently, rarely, seldomly.
Okay,
there you go.
You was close.
I had to bounce around to get that word.
Not frequently. I like that.
Not frequently.
Right. I like that better. Let's use that.
Not frequently change their mind. I think when a man has made up his mind about a woman, it pretty much stays that. And I think that men tell women, for the most part, what they want. I think women don't hear that all the time.
Where I think
men are bad communicators, though. So
Facts.
what we deem as I told you what was up.
But your actions show something different, make them feel different. They interpret it different. Word.
You're like, oh, well, he said he doesn't want me, but we're still hanging out. And in women's mind, they play that game.
Facts.
So they think that they're playing that same game.
Facts.
And in men's mind, it's like,
yo, why does she get it?
Why she ain't get it, bro?
You're absolutely right.
I told her.
You're absolutely
You just took her out to dinner and a movie.
Sometimes I like to go to dinner in a fucking
didn't want to
movie
be by myself.
and I ain't want to do it with my guy. I wanted somebody soft to sit
like,
next to me.
I'll tell you, and I won't like. So it's you think that there are really clear boundaries set, and then you bring her around the homies, and in a situation where it was like, oh, our relationship is changing. He's introducing me to his friends, and next thing you know, it's like, whoa,
Made that mistake.
Bruh.
If you meet my friends, you were special to me.
I'm
gonna say that on the podcast.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there. So.
and that is why I. Never mind.
From here forward, if you meet my friends, I'm saying from here forward, if you meet my friends.
But you could be in a situation where it's like, yo, you're out kicking it.
Yeah, it's kind of a blurred line.
It's kind of like,
but if you meet them in a club, though, that's different.
If I beforehand tell you, yo, you're going to meet all my friends tonight, that's different. If it just so happens that me and you are about, and it's like, oh, shit, what's up? This is so-and-so.
And then they're like, yo, we about to go here. We're about to go.
And you can tell when a dude doesn't really want to introduce a girl.
It's mad reluctant. You're like,
I've had to do that once or twice.
Hey, yeah, this is
I've had to do that once or twice.
This is my friend.
I can't lie. But I'll go back to my people like, yo, so check this out. You're not supposed to be meeting her. But
my friends usually know.
This is happening. This is happening. And then everything's all good from that point.
Yeah.
But
I've met bad people I wasn't supposed to meet, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think, that
never to be seen again. It's like, oh, what happened to the old girl? I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Yeah, that happens.
I don't even want to say what I was going to say.
Yeah, that happens. The misinterpretation, though, man. I feel like having those blunt conversations.
Yeah.
I think that they're very important, and even if you have them to some degree, they're not. Feelings are unpredictable.
Yeah, you can never predict feelings.
Because honestly, one thing I'll be honest about that I'm definitely guilty of.
Yeah.
I like making temporary situations feel like we're getting married tomorrow.
That's toxic.
That's incredibly toxic.
1,000%. I know that I'm guilty. I know that I'm guilty of doing that. 1,000%. But that's
you
all.
make them feel good about themselves.
1,000%. But
the thing that I wanted to bring up in this topic is that as men, we need to do better as far as communicating and making sure that, like the residual effects of all this is like you could be mentally damaging somebody for a really long time and fucking up their chances of meeting their forever partner.
1,000%.
Yeah,
Just
you can't get
because
out the way.
they have trust issues, and I feel like everyone deserves that opportunity to find the right person that's going to treat them right. And you could do so much psychological damage that they may fuck up the right person because of the trust issues that you put in them.
And that's just a really big thing for me. And I've been in situations where I've caught myself, right? And I'm just like, yo, this is I've been in this pattern before.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep it going. And
Cycle.
And I've also been duped into thinking that they could understand that and they're willing to follow the contract. And I
don't know if I can let you keep getting off that contract word.
that's what I say all the time. I've literally said that in conversations. Look, please understand.
I want to see these contracts.
I promise you, it happens. Like, you're signing this contract. This is what's happening. Literally been in situations where it's just like, yo,
You next level.
Yo,
dead ass. No, but
might
check
be
this
the
out because
toxic
the shit don't work, nigga. It still doesn't work. But genuinely, and even though how I made that sound, but definitely told somebody, hey,
This is what it is. This is what I want.
This is what it is, and this is what I want. This would be the only reason that I would be coming to kick it or coming to chill.
Yeah.
And yeah, that doesn't work. As much as I feel like I'm doing my due diligence by letting you know what's going on and how I genuinely feel, it doesn't work out. So I had to be honest with myself when it comes to those things, and I just had to realize that I need to be more disciplined when it comes to my interactions with the women that I've dealt with. So I might be feeling or missing a specific person, and if I know that I can't really see me feeling the same way a week from now or a month from now, then I'll try to pull back from that.
I read a book, and it talked about like knowing your type, and if it's not your type, not to waste your time, their time, on them believing this fairy tale, right?
Right.
And I think that when you take that step into dating and into like your interactions with women, you kind of clear up the blurred lines there, and I think that you have a lot more, I don't know, positive interactions and maybe.
But just a quick question.
Yeah.
All right. So when you're dealing with people and you're getting to know them and whatnot, and you're dating, like, you guys could be having a good time.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to the final line, you could be like, you know what? This might not be it for me. I'm cool if we stay in this box right here.
Yeah.
But that's not it for me. That's not gonna be like the main thing. Like, if the final goal is to actually be with somebody or whatever case may be.
Yeah.
Like, it's frustrating.
What I want to ask you, what is, because we're both single men, right?
Right, right.
What is a deal breaker for you?
A deal breaker.
Yeah, like what's like a I can't go.
That's a great
There's
question.
nothing that's coming out of this.
That's a great question.
And
I
then
think
that's when you go into contract mode, right?
1,000%.
Yeah.
But I think
Follow
it's the whole jealousy thing.
Jealousy, confidence.
I'm really against it. I understand why it exists, and I understand why people feel that way, but I can't. It's a big turnoff for me.
I kind of agree with you. I think that, and like, I understand everybody has their insecurities, but I think that when your confidence is louder than your insecurities, for me, that's a green light.
Yeah.
I think when you have your moments of insecurity, that's fine. But
Right.
I think when you're overall like
Confident and you just rolling with it and
That's cool.
enjoying us, that's great.
when
'cause
you're the opposite of that, that's like I'm like,
So how do you guys handle jealousy in relationships?
block them.
Yo,
To be honest with you, my energy shifts a lot. I'll be honest with that. My energy shifts a lot. I'll change how I interact, and it depends on what's going on, I guess. If it's somebody that I'm in a relationship with, that's different.
Yeah.
For me.
I try and get down to the root of it. I think I really want to know, like, what are you jealous of in this situation?
Right.
Are you jealous of that person? Are you jealous of the conversation?
Right.
Like really deep dive into their thoughts, into their psyche, or are you pushing your own insecurities onto
this situation
that might not even be what you may assume that it is.
Right.
So
That's
I think
fair.
for me, I try and really get down into the
the
source of that.
But check this out. That could easily turn into, depending on what our situation is, your jealousy can can turn into a turn on for me. It's like, well, what makes you jealous about this situation? And then it was like, oh, well, it's because I want that, or that's supposed to be there, and I might find that attractive.
There is some good jealousy.
Depending on how you present it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, then that changes things. But if it's just, I don't know, man. It all comes down to communication and having a conversation about it.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
you got any other deal breakers specifically outside of jealousy that you can think of?
Cleanliness.
Being clingy?
No, clean.
Oh, cleanliness and whatnot?
Cleanliness.
Okay, I get you.
Cleanliness. It's a huge thing for me. Like, are you keeping up with yourself?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
like going under your fingernails and cleaning them?
Well, how about, has the way that a woman's ever kept her place turned you off?
Yes.
Did you still hit?
No. I couldn't
Really?
I couldn't get past the dirty sheets.
Oh,
The
damn.
dirty couch.
Oh, damn.
The dirty carpet.
That's rough.
She got plates all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if she can't keep up her house, she can't keep up herself.
Facts. That's a very good tell to see.
Or she's putting all of her energy into keeping up with herself, so the house is going to shit.
That's
And
true.
If she's
That's
doing
true.
that,
That's
she's
that's
a busy
true.
woman, she's working her ass off, cool. I salute that. But if you got time and you just sitting at home and
That's the part that, and it depends on how long you've been involved with it. But I've seen that, and it definitely it's a turn off. They want you to slide. It's like, I'm cool.
I saw a roach the other day.
I saw a roach the other day. You got cockroaches, bed bugs.
Rough times.
Yo,
Rough
You know
times.
what? I'm kind of busy tonight.
I'm good, love.
Yo, but the car will give
fell
you
asleep.
the car will give you another heads up though.
No.
You don't think so?
Let me tell you something.
You've been deceived by that?
Look, I'm gonna be. This is my misogynistic topic.
Okay.
Women do not keep their car clean.
Okay, check this out. I would, for the most part, you're right. For the most part, you're right.
But are we,
for the most part,
grouping all women into one category?
1,000%.
Like 90% of them do not keep their car clean.
Nah, you do have a
I
point.
can't lie, I haven't been in a woman's car that was kept.
My girl has been driving around my car, and I get in, and it's like, yo, nah.
Come here. Come check this out.
You had one job.
Yeah.
One job.
But yeah, it depends. A girl who's clean though, that's definitely always going to be a plus. Any other turn-offs that y'all can think of, or what about how she interacts with her family members?
Family is very important. How you interact with them.
Okay.
Very important.
How you treat your parents is how you're gonna treat my parents.
True.
You know what I look
True.
for? I look for like, so when you get to parents, you're like further down the road. So you got to start looking at signs early on. So I try and see, how did you treat our server? Did you thank them?
Oh, damn.
Are you rude to them? Like,
Right.
I do need a woman that is gonna send my food back if it's wrong.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong.
I get what you're
I
saying.
need a girl like that.
I get what you're saying.
But aside from that, are you kind? Are you sweet
Like
to
to people?
everybody? Are you nice?
So like if you're rolling with yeah,
Do you have patience?
Yeah, like how they talk about somebody that might cut them off, or somebody that they dealt with in a store or something like that. Does that factor in for you?
How they talk about previous relationships?
Yeah.
These are all important things.
Like all those things, I'm looking at you. I'm listening. I'm listening very closely. It was like,
Right.
okay.
If you're always the victim?
It's like, all right, what happened?
Just like that.
Tell me more.
Yeah, just like that, because I need to know how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
And it, more than likely, it always starts off with a negative on the other person.
he did. Wait. I get what he did, but what did you do?
What did you do?
Yeah,
Because I need to know that.
yeah, that's important. It gives away.
Are you
keys.
taking ownership of your actions? Or are you just pointing a finger and blaming? Because
That's
it's important.
1,000%. All right, you got chill, bro.
All right, I'm stuck between twinning and contracts. What are we going to end this episode?
Man.
What
So to
else we got?
segue into that, how do you guys feel about losing the wrong?
Whoa, let's not segue into anything else. We're at 29 minutes.
We're at 29 minutes. All right, we about to take a break.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one early. Yep, we'll be right back.
Okay, bye.
This is a big rich town. Turn. All right, we are back, guys. Welcome back. Part 3 of our segment for the night, the day, the whatever time you're watching this.
Right. But you was getting into something right before we cut off last time. You was talking about, what was it,
Losing the wrong one or the wrong ones for the right one.
cutting them off.
cutting them off.
Damn.
This kind of goes into the men growth and the collateral damage thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a younger guy, I was never successful at that, and it wasn't. But check this out. It wasn't. I won't say it was. Well,
You was cheating?
No, I'm not. No, relax. I wasn't saying that. But,
Hey, that C word, crazy, ain't it?
but just you're trying to more so do the right thing, and I've seen women just pull moves where it's just like, oh nah, you're not getting away that easily, and not be respectful of that.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, at the end of the day, that responsibility still falls on you as far as discipline and whatnot.
Yeah.
But there's been times where they weren't making that situation fair.
Have you been in a active relationship knowing that the relationship is coming to an end and knowing where you're going next?
Shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I ain't even gonna lie. Like, yeah. I think everybody does. I think men and women do that.
I think it's happened. Well, if you're on the up and up, then you're not.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of foresight.
Yeah.
If you're in a good relationship, a healthy relationship, y'all are loving each other the way, you know.
Well, the point of my question was, like, it's coming to an end. Like, all right,
You
fam,
see it.
This
Like,
shit's about to run its course.
It's going left. Y'all arguing all the time, back and forth.
And
You throw out the fillers.
She's a klepto.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah,
You throwing out fillers.
Yeah, to see where it's at, and that's not. I can't say.
This is a rebound game.
Yeah.
And it's not healthy.
Okay, yo, a little.
I guess that's the point I'm getting at.
It's
Oh
not
no,
healthy.
that's just fucking unhealthy as hell.
It's not healthy. Like, you, honestly, after a breakup, you should sit down and figure out why your relationship didn't work.
Figure out yourself.
Not go forward and mess somebody else up.
Yeah, that happens. That happens more often than
you
think.
shouldn't carry the baggage from your previous relationship, into
Which
the next
happens
one.
all the time.
But I'm being a person that jumped relationship to relationship. You hurt the next person because you haven't healed from the last person.
1,000%.
So-
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a very big point. I've tried it.
Back to back
Yeah,
or the rebound.
But it's different when the relationship has been dead or it's been over with for a long time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But when you know that you haven't healed from that, I feel like that's a very important thing, and you got to really be in tune with yourself to know that. Because
See, I'm curious to know more because I've personally never gone from one relationship into another. I don't think I've had less than 3 months of single time in between relationships ever.
as you should.
I'm about 6 months, and then I'm back in something. I'm saying before, 'cause
Right.
I've been single for 4 years.
Right.
I don't know what y'all thinking. Like,
Nah, but I can't say that. I've been single for like over 2 years now, so I can't really speak to my space where I was in or remember the gauge in between. What's up, sir? You trying to calculate?
Let me calculate to myself.
Do you think, sir? Hey, look, hey,
there's a reason I'm off camera.
hey, yeah, that's fair. If you saw me with some,
Yeah. And for everybody saying, yo, when we go see you on camera, you're not, all right?
we working on it. Don't listen to that.
yeah. But check this out. One thing I do remember though, if you know what happens a lot, if you have that person that you're confiding in about your failing relationship, that's usually your next. That's usually your next rebound, and
That's
cheating, though.
that's
for sure.
That's emotional.
That's emotional.
cheating.
yeah, for sure, 1,000%. But I'm just saying that's usually your best candidate for it, and especially if they're going through something in the same realm that you are, which is how you guys even started connecting in the first place, and all you guys end up doing is transferring energy and creating this bond, and now you're like in something. Like that has happened. Yeah, that's happened. I've just hear me out. Just hear me out, because I was still healing from something that I was involved in,
And she healed you?
yeah. Well, I thought she
okay,
did.
August?
Relax. Nah, I definitely thought she
was
did.
she the pussy fairy?
And, I mean, I just know what that's like. They're on their way out of a failing relationship or just healing from it still, and you guys find that bond and just having a conversation about the traumas that you went through in your most recent relationship. You know what I'm saying? And that can create a bond that feels like it's love, but
So
it definitely might not be.
in the reverse of that, have or will you talk to a woman that is about to get out of a relationship?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
Have you?
Yes, I definitely have.
I can't remember if I have or not.
I have. I wouldn't. I mean,
I don't recommend it.
I'm not going to be in that situation ever again in my life.
Right.
But I have, and it felt dirty.
Yeah.
It felt really dirty.
1,000%. Or I've even been a sucker for just when people are living together and they're still trying to arrange the whole separation thing. I've been on both.
Be amicable.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of that.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's shitty. That's where more jealousy pops up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't recommend it. It's just
What's relationship is over? All right. Which one of us is leaving?
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm not staying in your
That's
house.
very true. But sometimes
You ain't staying in my house?
Yeah.
One of the two. Somebody got to go.
But some-
It's like, all right, can you afford the bills? Cool, you got it.
right, yeah,
For real.
that's
It's
true.
yours, baby.
It really just depends on what's going on.
Yes, sir.
Oh man,
I'll go back to the parents.
yeah, man.
Anything.
Oh,
Give me
man.
my peace.
In a heartbeat.
Give me my peace.
So, have you ever been in a situation where the person that left was the guy, and you started showing up to the spot?
Oh, he left their spot?
Yeah, like she got the place, and you pulled up, and you said, and not saying you moved in, but you get in there, and next thing you know, you got a drawer.
Hey, that,
you
that
get a
drawer. That drawer is big stuff.
Yes, that's important.
When you land the drawer,
Yeah,
you
next
in a
thing,
different game.
then you go to log in on the PlayStation, and it's his profile.
when you leave
Oh,
the
you go on to
toothbrush-
Netflix. You go on to Netflix and it's still his, and she's still watching his Netflix. Like, yo,
Wait. Do you feel some type of way? Like, yo, no.
Do you feel
Here's my password.
yeah. I make some adjustments, like, oh, we can erase that. You don't need that, right?
Nah, like, but I don't know where I'm at in my series on Netflix. So,
man,
whether
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
we'll jot it down. Don't worry.
Right.
we can get the timestamp.
Oh
It's not a
man,
problem.
those are funny situations, man. But overall, that shit's uncomfortable to be in, man. And I'm not.
Netflix and phone bills just like
Yeah, it sucks,
Oh,
man.
my.
It sucks.
That phone situation is funny.
I'm still on this plan.
Yep, been through that.
Still on this plan.
Definitely
Still
been
pay
through
him
that.
every month. Y'all been broken up for 2 years. Why are you still on this plan?
Nah.
He still has a key to my house. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, that too. All of that stuff, man.
All of a sudden, he's getting detailed text messages.
Yeah.
Ew.
But I mean,
That's not for everybody.
After that, you hear a knock on it.
but has that ever made you feel away when you're in that situation, or are you aware of what you stepped into and how quickly you stepped into it?
See, I don't play with the you gotta X things sitting around. But I do have a friend who was dating this girl, and she has a baby daddy that had the passcode to the house and just came in the crib when they were sitting on the couch. And I said, I don't know how you still with her.
Yeah, that's rough.
Like, he could just willy nilly walk, like, unannounced.
He handled
walk
that
in the house?
situation. He handled that situation a lot differently than I would, because I know who you're talking about. I know the situation.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think I would have stayed around. But he ended up staying with the girl. They worked out their differences.
Right.
I gotta go.
I'm not, like, at that point, I don't even feel safe.
True.
Like, my
Like,
safety is at risk
Yeah,
now.
yeah, true. Because you're not gonna slide over here while we sleep,
Right.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
asleep. I got to sleep with one eye open.
and you're gonna walk in on something you don't want to see.
Man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine if they was getting it in.
Yeah.
And he just,
Yeah,
Like, bro, what?
yeah. It's rough. It's rough.
It's tough, man. I couldn't be in a situation like that.
Yeah, I can't continue a new relationship, and my old partner still has access to the house because
That's messy.
It makes my new partner feel uncomfortable.
It's messy.
Honestly, it would make me feel uncomfortable. Like, yo, she's just barging in right now. She ain't even announced herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's just kick it at my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. At
Like
that point,
the
like,
response, like
crib.
how a woman would respond to that situation, and I don't blame them at all. Is like, I'm never coming over to your house again.
Yeah.
Ever.
Like, until you change the locks or
Change the locks or move.
something.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000%.
But
But
it's gonna be moved. It's never gonna be change the locks.
It's moved.
like, no, you have to move.
You have to move.
Houses are expensive.
Like, I have to move my house?
Yo, but
How long it took me to move in here?
back to losing the wrong ones for the right one. How?
Oh, that was a bad segue. All right, my bad.
No, but that's what we started with, and
I know.
I took us way out there. My bad. But yeah. Do you guys have any experiences or anything that?
It's a bad situation, man, because somebody's feelings is gonna get hurt.
True.
In that situation.
Has that ever made you put a pause on doing so?
Like hurting the wrong one's feelings.
Yeah. You try not to hurt somebody else's feelings, even though have you ever been caught in that net?
I try not to get in between that. Like if I'm feeling you,
Right.
I'm gonna dead everything out in the world.
Okay.
For you.
Fair
Like
enough.
if we moving towards that spot or that space, I gotta clear out all that noise before we even get to that point.
So even if
I
you're,
hate for it to pop up and
so even if you're unsure, let's say that you're dating somebody, which is, for my personal definition, you're not in a committed relationship.
Not in a committed
Spending time with
relationship.
somebody
Just
trying to
spending
figure out, right.
Not
I
exclusive.
was about to say the E word, but I won't do that.
Not exclusive. We're gonna say exclusive.
Yeah, you're
Please
not
don't.
you're not in an
There's no
exclusive
exclusivity.
relationship. That's the E word.
Yeah.
And you meet somebody and you're starting to grow interested in this person. At what point do you recognize that you need to start making adjustments to whomever else you might be dating?
I think when you feel I feel like we all are very moral people, so you're going to feel some sort of guilt.
When you started to get that guilty feeling?
Yeah.
Okay, what about, have you ever been to that point where it's just like they hit you and you're like, fuck?
If you feel like that, you gotta dead it.
I feel you. That's fair.
That goes along the lines of guilt, or you bruh,
Right.
I don't need that energy.
I get what you're saying.
Why she texting me
Why
right
she
now?
texting me right now? If you gotta hide your phone and you with shorty, that's already the bad energy.
Oh yeah, that's
you're right.
That's a sign right there.
That's a sign right there.
bro.
You doing the wrong thing.
You
1000%.
got secret text compartments and shit.
Yeah, you got secret folders. You deleting stuff. You putting your phone on do not disturb.
That's a nasty way to live.
You blocking people while y'all out.
So my not on do not disturb. My ringer is never on in my phone.
Facts.
And I'll be missing mad phone
For the
calls.
most
Has that ever been the case when you keep your phone on silent? You've been like that forever, but you'll be with somebody and that turns into suspicion?
Keeping your phone on silent.
Yeah.
I've had somebody look at me like, "Yo, why your phone never ring?" I'm like, I don't know.
Is it consideration or are you being sneaky?
I can speak for my personal situation.
being sneaky.
My girl know I'm not sneaky because I got mad unread text messages in my phone.
Right.
and sometimes it's
But that could be a red flag.
She'll text me. I'll show her
Right. Your
my girl
situation's different.
My girl has my passcode to
That's
my phone.
different.
I don't
Zach
care.
got a red
Like,
flag.
we talk about
yo,
from other situations.
I leave my phone anywhere in the house. I
Right.
don't give a shit.
Right, I get you.
But she'll text me I'll be doing the dishes playing music, and because my ringer's off, I have no idea she texts me.
Right.
Yeah.
So now she coming down the stairs why aren't you looking at your phone? It's my bad.
Right.
Call me. Call me.
Yeah. Call me.
I know we in the house together, but call me. I ain't looking at my phone right now.
Right.
But sometimes I don't want to look at my phone. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. Is it being considerate when you're with somebody and you put your phone I'm not trying to have my shit going off.
It is considerate, but it can be looked at as sneaky.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think when you're first dating, I think your phone should be on silent.
Yeah.
Just because it's annoying.
I agree. But as you get comfortable, maybe you can.
As you get comfortable and y'all get established, then I think that.
And let's
that
be
ringer
honest.
comes back
And I know this doesn't apply to everybody, but a good portion of people have Apple Watches. Fam, if it's something important, just look at your wrist. That's part of the reason why I have so many unread text messages. I read them already on my wrist.
Okay. I get you. And it
feel
doesn't. That makes sense. I get
feel
it.
that. What about you? Is that a red flag for you?
For me personally,
Or
if
are
I
you
see
being
it,
suspicious?
to be real with you, I don't care. You could definitely pick up on things with how people move with their phone.
Yeah.
But I gotta care enough to care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you feel like you gotta hide it, then I might bring that up. Hey, look, whatever you're doing, depending on where we're at, whatever it is that you're doing, I don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? But
See, I'm a little weird because I do take my phone with me wherever I go. like even if I'm in the house, I don't really leave my phone laying around. So somebody may look at me like, yo, why you just pick up your phone when you went to the kitchen from your living room? I'm like, I don't know.
Sometimes
it's a natural habit.
Yeah, sometimes that's a habit, and I think that can be a habit because we're addicted to our phones.
Yeah,
but
so if you go to the bathroom, you take your phone with you?
because
I'm usually listening to something. To be honest with you.
Oh, I don't know how long I'm gonna be in here. I need my phone.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm scrolling. I'm reading.
Yeah,
like that's my serenity space.
And I'm usually listening to something. To be honest
I'm
with you,
chilling in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'll be in the bathroom for about an hour.
So I always
legs numb.
Legs numb. You can't. You get up, your right foot tingling. You like,
yo.
It
sucks though because that's a good avenue for people to be up to no good.
Yeah,
and that's
in the bathroom.
So
Bathroom
how you
sex.
normally move could be a way for somebody to look at the situation like, oh, well, what are you up to?
I'm going through a poem when I'm going through a person when she in the bathroom because I don't trust these.
I'm playing the game on my phone that you harass me about every time you see me playing this game.
Right, exactly. I get
What are you doing on your phone so much?
Oh my god.
Nah, I don't get that. I don't get that because honestly, when I get home,
I don't attract that energy.
me personally, when I get home, like my phone is I lose my phone a lot. Like
As you
I don't
should.
know where the fuck I put it.
Right.
Because it's like I'm into family time.
Yeah,
Like
family
family time.
time.
Family time is really important to me in the house, and it's like
As you should.
one, my son doesn't allow us to be on our phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And two, it's like, man, like these are moments that I'm never gonna get back, so I enjoy them. And one of my issues is like sometimes you should pick up your phone and like capture the moments. And
Right.
I'm one of those individuals where it's like, no, I'd rather live in the moment, which in the moment
Yeah.
is awesome.
Right.
But 6, 7, 9 months, 2 years, 3 years down the road, it's like, I wish I had something.
I can't lie. I've only come to that moment recently. Like before, when I was in a serious committed relationship, I had my partner ask me, "How come you don't ever, put pictures of your son on your phone or anything like that?" And it's just like, fam, I can't say I necessarily rush to capture those moments because, like you said, it takes away from it.
Yeah,
I'm always recording something, so like
we know.
That's a good thing though.
I like to capture those moments.
That's a good thing,
and I
though.
think
You got an archive for Instagram at all times.
it stems from my growing up, my childhood. My dad always had the camera on us, and like you look back at them videos, you're like, yo, like that was a moment, that was a vibe.
Yeah.
And I want to do the same thing, like either for like my relationship or for my future children. It's like
Right.
I want to have these videos where you can look back and be like, yo, look at you doing some crazy stuff. Or look at us, out kicking it. Look how young we look in the face, or whatever.
I definitely do it now for my son. Like,
Yeah.
if I went through my photo gallery for you on my phone, it's 80% my son.
Yeah.
Like, literally, it's some bullshit screenshots, and it's my son. That's it.
Right.
There are no pictures of me unless somebody else took it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You guys got anything else?
Look, we have. Let me make this clear. We have mad topics.
We do.
but with the time constrictions that we have, we can't really go into all
You're right.
of them.
You're
and I'm in a good mood, and I'm really not trying to ruin it yet.
That's fair. That's
so
fair.
let's go through the list.
I was gonna say it.
let's go through the list one time. No, don't say the one, because we go into the one. This podcast is gonna be 2 hours long.
I'm not doing that one. I was gonna talk about like I don't know, something about fatherhood. Somebody said something about fatherhood. I can't remember.
Actually, yeah. Let's
You remember that?
let's get into one of our. So we did a fan poll as far as like topics that they wanted us to touch up on.
Yeah.
And I think the fatherhood one is a good one. So I'm gonna find the exact question right here. Here it is. Fatherhood, specifically things you are or will teach your kids.
Yeah.
So Ashton, you and me are the R,
Right.
and Josh, you are the will.
Yeah.
So what are some things that you are like really crucial about instilling into your child, especially me and you, Ashton? We have sons.
Yeah, for sure. For me, I would say is the definition of being a man, in my opinion, is knowing how to navigate in this world. Mm-hmm. So even though I'm supposed to be teaching my son how to move, I'm encouraging him to think for himself. to look at certain situations and deduct what's the right thing and the right way to go about it. And I know that's a very broad topic, or that's a very broad saying, or however I want to put it.
Yeah.
But that's just something that I'm really sticking with. Like, whenever he asks me a question, I'll question him and it's like, well, why do you think that happens? Or why do you think he chose to do that? And I do that with almost every scenario that I'm in. I'm trying to get him to think and trying to get him to use his judgment to do the right thing. And then, of course, correcting him when it might not be the right answer, or giving him better additions to whatever answer that he came up with. But that's one thing that I know for sure that I'm trying to do.
Zach, what's one thing for you?
For me, it is making sure. I mean, my son is 4 months old, so it's a little bit tougher to talk about the things that I am instilling.
Right.
But one thing that I really focus on, even now at this age, is humility. My son is. I mean, I'll say it right now. My son is gorgeous.
Facts.
He's handsome. He's all those things that you would say about him. And my focus is like, as he gets older, I want to make sure that doesn't get to his head, because when those things get to your head, you start to act different, and sometimes it's not in the best way.
You don't want arrogance.
So my job as his father is to make sure that he understands. It's like, all right, yeah, no, you look good, but it don't mean shit.
Right.
True. I know exactly what you're saying.
It's more so what's on the inside. That's what you're going to get judged off of,
right?
In real life,
right?
Confident but humble.
So yeah, confidence, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, no, it's humility.
Yeah.
If you don't have that humility, man, people will look at. It's going to get to a point where people are going to look at you differently.
Yeah, 1,000%.
And I want to make sure that my son understands that, because I'm going to teach those same lessons into, if I have a daughter, which I pray I do have a daughter one day.
Yeah,
I want to teach those same lessons into her, and I don't ever want to be looked at or called or think of myself as a hypocrite when it comes to raising a little boy compared to a little girl.
Yeah,
that's important.
Absolutely.
That's important.
I don't want my son to be a hoe. I really don't. Like, that's one of my biggest fears of him becoming an adult. It's like, man, he gonna feel himself and just be out here in these streets.
Yeah,
like, you gonna sit your dumb ass down.
Yeah, 1,000%. That's
what you gotta let him. You gotta let him live a little bit.
I disagree with that, because if I have a daughter, you're not saying that.
No, I agree to that, but I think that you got to give them space for error.
Shit.
I agree with you to a degree, but
you correct it.
Teaching, but okay, here's one thing that I feel like teaching my son how to be kind to another person.
Yeah,
is a very big thing also on my end. And
absolutely.
And while doing that, you're also encouraging him to how he treats women.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? We haven't had that talk yet.
Yeah.
We've had one incident with the crush and whatnot, and that that's.
Hey, keep your head up, Dom.
Yeah. Little girl hurt my baby boy feelings, man. I ain't like none of that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hey, that's a whole different topic.
Yeah,
when your son get his heart broken, it's like, damn, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen again too.
Never thought I'd be having like that real conversation about, hey, man.
Tough.
You know what I mean? We had to have a real conversation. He moved on from it, no problems. But yeah, that's one of those things I feel is important. Character qualities, man. Being humble and also being kind to people, man. That goes a long way.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, Josh, what are you looking to instill into your make believe children that will one day be here?
Make believe children.
They'll be here one day.
They will be here one day.
I'm speaking into existence.
You stole mine. I was gonna say kindness. I want to instill kindness, but I also want them to have big hearts. So I want to instill love, and I want them to look at their parents, look at me, and feel that I love them no matter what.
Right.
Like they're important in this world.
Right.
That they're cared for, that they're heard, they're understood. Because I feel like, a lot of times children just want to be listened to.
True.
They want to be heard out. So I want them to understand, and I want them to move in this world with love in their heart. I don't want them to grow up, with this dark envy or pain or whatever that case may be. I want them to be able to, above everything, have that kind, sweet spirit about themselves.
Right.
And then I also want to instill in them communication, like positive.
That's big.
communication.
That's big.
Especially for my boys. I want them to understand that it is okay to express your emotions. It is okay to cry. It is
really
okay
big.
to feel things deeply. Because, like, for me as a child, I was a crybaby. You know, somebody would say one negative thing to me, and I broke down in tears.
Right.
And people kind of, like, brushed it off like, man, it's going to be okay. And it was only until I got to maybe, like, I don't know, 4th grade, I had one teacher pull me to the side. He said, man, it's okay to cry, but you have to do something with that emotion.
Yeah, you can't hold on. You can't just hold on to it.
Hold on to it.
Right.
You can't just sit here and cry for hours. He said you need to figure out, the source of it. And I think that, instilling that communication and that emotional intelligence into them at a young age will set them up for success, in their adult years, to be one loving, one good communicators, and one in touch with their emotions.
I like that, sir. That was great. How much time we got, Zach?
3.5 minutes.
We can make it quick. What you got?
Just wondering if you think it'll be, as the world goes, do you feel like that's going to be more and more difficult to do with your children?
Instill love?
Yeah, like, do you feel like that's gonna, with how the world is today, do you feel like it's gonna be more difficult, or do you think it'll be easier because the example of what you shouldn't do is right in front of them every day?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you feel like it'll be?
I think it's definitely gonna be harder, just because of outside things, but to be able to put them in an environment where they feel that energy everywhere. So it's not just me and my wife. It's with their grandparents. It's with their uncles and aunties.
Right.
My close friends. They feel loved
Right.
and appreciated. They feel like they can be heard and can communicate effectively in those environments. I think that if they have that base, it don't matter what the world does.
Agree.
It just matters that they have that established foundation.
I get you. That makes sense. Fair enough, man. Anything else quickly that anybody want to get off?
I think we're done with topics. I just want to reiterate, thank you guys for all the support that you've given us up to this point. We really
Absolutely.
Really do appreciate it. Please subscribe to the YouTube page, Gentlemen's Club. Please subscribe to the Instagram, Gentlemen's Club Pod. Follow me on Instagram, The Real Cerebral.
Follow me on Instagram, Jashi_Ty.
Follow me on Instagram, Cardell with 3 underscores.
Bam.
We are forever growing. We've had a lot of real conversations on social media, on platforms.
Absolutely.
With other creators, with just people in general, and we love the interaction. Like I said, this is very fun for us. I think, Ashton, you came into the door today and you was like, man, on Tuesdays I'm low, but on Wednesdays, man, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, it changes my mood.
And it's because it's pod day.
Right.
Yeah.
So we legitimately enjoy do this. We don't drag our feet when we walk into this door. Even if we're tired, I mean, I got an espresso machine upstairs. So
Big facts.
I give us the extra charge.
What?
And side note, my nose hurts.
So Zach ran into this light panel that we have down here. He hit it hard, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, I thought for sure your shit was gonna be bleeding.
I was like, oh, he about to be leaking. We're gonna have to go to the emergency room.
Right.
Sarah about to cuss us out.
Yo, so when I went upstairs, she said, "Who hit the head?"
Oh, damn, she heard
Oh,
it.
who's me?
She heard it.
She said that shit was loud as fuck.
That's what's up.
But anyway, I'm fine. My head just hurts a little bit.
It's okay.
So again, we appreciate you guys. Do you guys have anything you want to add? We have about 30 seconds.
Nope. Just keep reaching out, man.
Yes, thank you. Thank you
reaching
for
out.
watching. Thank you for sharing.
All of the above.
Keep sharing, please.
Please keep sharing.
No doubt.
We'll keep it how we've been doing it. Little clips and then a full video.
Facts.
And the audio will be dropping on Friday. Forgive me.
Yeah. So the audio will be on Friday. That's never going to change. The video, we may tweak that up, but you'll get it soon. So I'm running on 10 seconds. So this is the Gentlemen's Club. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Thank you.